Hey, cousins. Welcome to Code 27 Conversation with Cousins. I'm Alisha with Code 27 Coaching and Counseling, and I'm back to remind you to pause, reset, and take a moment for you. Hey, y'all, it's episode 4, and today we are talking about when life forces you to pause. Sometimes we know we need to stop, but we won't stop. And our bodies and our life will make us stop. So for me, many of you all know in 2016, I was faced with a devastating and surprising cancer diagnosis. It was so surprising because I just knew that I would not get cancer. I said, I don't smoke, I exercise, don't really drink. So I went on ahead and canceled the cancer insurance that I did have because I said cancer is for people who are not healthy, the ones who don't exercise, the ones who don't eat right, the ones who, drink a lot of smoke. But unbeknownst to me, cancer is for anybody. Anybody is subjected to cancer. So that was one of my biggest regrets, canceling that insurance and then being diagnosed shortly after. But thankfully, I had community, and that community showed up and it showed out. I call my cancer support community my butt buddies, a play on words because I had colorectal cancer. The colon and the butt is all connected, part of our digestive system, and it holds a lot of emotions. So, back to the point. When I got that cancer diagnosis, everything stopped. And not because I wanted to, it's because I had no choice. And I think what people don't understand is trauma doesn't always come from those big life events. Yes, that was traumatic for me. And cancer is traumatic for most people who've either experienced it personally or experienced it through relation or just knowing that the numbers are out there on the news and the statistics. So the big C nobody wants to hear, but there's also little T trauma. So big T trauma like cancer and little T trauma. But it all affects us in certain ways. It can come from the chronic stress. It can be constantly pushing. It could be never giving yourself space to breathe. And I want y'all to hear that because sometimes we minimize our own experiences. We say, well, it wasn't that bad or other people have it worse. And to say that other people have it worse, that can be a way to cope and put things into perspective, but we don't want to minimize our own experiences. I don't want you to minimize your experience because your experience is yours and it matters in the way that it impacts you counts. Your body doesn't compare trauma to other people's trauma. Well, you just had an accident. They lost a son. No, the body doesn't do that. The body remembers the impact of that car accident. So, again, your body doesn't compare trauma. It responds to what it experiences. And sometimes the pause we've been avoiding is the one we actually need the most. And I say that because we might ignore, minimize stuff, avoid the traumatic situation and the impact of the trauma. And from my experience, that really doesn't work. I think it needs to be processed, not harped upon, but the emotions that you have from that experience is real, and it will kind of like sit there and fester in your body and in your mind, and it'll seep out. It can seep out through mental and challenges. It can seep out through physical challenges, disease. It can seep out through relational challenges. It can even kind of change the way your personality presents if it's not dealt with. And that's why I chose to focus on trauma work in my practice because we've all experienced it. Nobody is exempt. Some people might be able to process differently, overcome faster, and some people might need a little more support. Your body will tell you, your mind will tell you what you need. And so my goal is to help to continue to normalize the conversation. I like to say it's not what's wrong with you, it's what happened to you, and help you make the space to take the pause, to do the work of healing and processing. So that's all I have for today. Taking space for you, taking space to pause, to process, to take a break before life makes you take a break or before your body makes you take a break, before things explode or implode. What do we need to do here? What needs to be reassessed? And what supports do I need? Is it a pastor, a friend, a family member, a therapist? That's what we're here for. So, in this mindful moment, wherever you are, just stop. Let's just do a couple deep breaths in through your nose. 2, 3, 4, and out. Make the exhalation longer than the breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. A little more if you have a little more. Do that again. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. In. 2, 3, 4. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your breath back to normal. And remember, it's a good day to have a good day. It's a good day to take care of you, to take a mindful moment. And I want to thank you for joining us for episode 4. When life forces you to pause, we're here to normalize what you've been through. It matters. It's important. You're important. And we're going to keep doing this work together. So we'll see you next time. Remember, Code 27 is your moment to pause, take a break, take care, heal, make room for joy, and we'll see you next time.